pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Reverberate, verb, reverberant, reverberation, reverberative, reverberatory, of sound, to be reflected multiple times, continuing in a series of echoes until it gradually fades. Example, the thunder reverberated through the valley. Of an event, action, or influence, to have continuing, serious, and widespread consequences or effects. The decision will reverberate through the entire industry. Archaic or rare uses. 3. To force or drive back, to repel, literary, now rare. 4. To cast or beat back, as light or heat, literary, now rare. The sound of the church bells reverberate through the quiet village every Sunday morning. The CEO's unexpected resignation will reverberate throughout the entire industry for months to come. The activists' powerful speech on justice continue to reverberate in the minds of the audience long after the event. The thunderclap seemed to reverberate off the surrounding mountains, creating a continuous, terrifying roar. The economic policies enacted during the crisis will reverberate for a generation, influencing future fiscal decisions. The news of the scientific breakthrough reverberated across the globe, changing the field overnight. The single act of defiance reverberated through the community, inspiring others to speak out. Reverberant, adjective. The singer loved performing in the old cathedral because of its wonderfully reverberant acoustics. The sudden silence in the reverberant cavern was more unsettling than the previous noise. The architect designed the concert hall to be optimally reverberant for symphonic performances. Reverberation, noun. The reverberation of the explosion was felt in buildings several blocks away. The cultural reverberations of the movement were far more significant than its immediate political effects. After the loud concert, a faint reverberation lingered in my ears. The historian studied the reverberations of the fallen empire on modern geopolitical lines. The room's lack of furniture caused a noticeable echo, a clear sign of acoustic reverberation. Key tips for test takers, TOEFL, SAT, GRE, GMAT. 1. Usage and importance. Core meaning. The primary meaning of reverberate is to echo or resound. On higher level tests like the GRE and GMAT, the figurative meaning, to have a continuing widespread effect or impact, is extremely common and important. Context is key. The word often appears in passages about history, social change, physics or acoustics, and economics, describing effects that are not immediate but rather unfold over time. Part of speech, most frequently tested as a verb, reverberate, and a noun, reverberation. The adjective, reverberant, is less common, but still fair game. 2. Likely question formats. Text completion and sentence equivalence, GRE. A blank will require a word meaning to have a lasting echoing effect. The decision by the Supreme Court blank through the legal community effectively altering the interpretation of countless existing statutes. Correct answer would be a synonym like reverberated or echoed. Reading comprehension, all tests. You may need to infer the meaning of reverberations in a passage about a historical event's consequences. Analogies. Older SAT but useful for understanding relationships. Reverberate is to sound as A. Reflect is to light, correct, a natural phenomenon and what it does. B. Distill is to water, incorrect process. Reverberation is to impact as echo is to sound. A is a lasting diminishing effect of B. 3. Common confusables. Reverberate versus reflect. To reflect is to throw back light, heat, sound, an image without absorbing it. To reverberate is specifically to re-emit sound or a figurative effect in a series of diminishing echoes. Reflect is broader and more immediate. Reverberate versus resonate. This is a crucial distinction. Resonate means to produce or be filled with a deep, full, lasting sound. Figuratively, it means to evoke a feeling of shared emotion or belief. Example, her message resonated with the young voters. Reverberate refers to the spreading and echoing of the effect itself. Something that resonates with you emotionally may then reverberate through your actions. Reverberation versus consequence. A reverberation is a type of consequence, specifically one that is indirect, echoing, and unfolds over time. A consequence is any result, direct or indirect. 4. Relevant idioms or proverbs. A stone thrown into a pond causes ripples that spread to the shore. This is the essence of reverberation. What goes round comes around. Suggests actions have consequences that echo back. The flapping of the wings of a butterfly can feel like a typhoon on the other side of the world. The butterfly effect, a classic example of widespread reverberations from a small action. Test-taking strategy. When you see reverberate or reverberation, immediately look for context clues related to sound, echoes, or more importantly, time-delayed spreading effects and consequences.